Presented by Moe's Original Barbecue, a Southern soul food revival. And brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local sense forever. Baumhauer's Victory Grill, you are legendary. St. Vincent's Health System, personalized care when and where you need it. Jimmy John's, Vestavia Hills, freaky fast gourmet sandwiches. D1 Birmingham, Vestavia Hills, train different. Bryant Bank, Andrews Sports Medicine, ATI, Mandalucason, Remax, Yanoski Orthodontics, Farmers Insurance, the STACY O'Shields Agency, Dr. Melanie Petro, and Progress Bank. The Rebel Pregame Report, presented by Yanoski Orthodontics and brought to you in part by Bryant Bank, Farmers Insurance, the STACY O'Shields Agency, and D1 Birmingham.
Mistakes late in that game led to a tough loss. Looking to bounce back tonight.
So here are the teams taking the field now. It looks like the Rebels will receive to begin the game. Tuscaloosa County coming off a big loss against Powerhouse Thompson last week, 50-18. Looking to bounce back here, so as the Rebels. So it'll be Alex McKinstry and Knox Romeo back deep to receive a little bit of a switch up there following last week. McKinstry stayed back there. Cole Turner, Charlie Hughes has spent time back there, but Knox Romeo going to get his chance.
Yeah, McKinstry's done well all season, returning for us.
So here's the kickoff. Bit of a short kick, going to be fielded by Pierce Hanna at the 15. Big block there for McKinstry. And Hanna's going to get it out to about the 30-yard line. Is that where the Rebels will take over? So now leading the Rebels out is senior quarterback Braden Glenn. A little bit of a rocky start for him throwing the football the last couple games. Has not just played extremely well with his arm, but he has showed that he can make plays with his legs. 3 rushing touchdowns, including a long 50-plus yard run last week for a touchdown. That was a big ignite in the third quarter.
Yeah, struggled to get comfortable passing, but he's shown that he can run.
So here's Glenn in the eye. McKinstry and Crawford behind him. The flip is to Crawford to the left side. Nothing going there. He's going to be met immediately by number 6, Darius Williams, the defensive back.
Yeah, the defensive back there took his time. Was able to get the tackle.
Look to see a heavy dosage tonight of number 5, junior running back Brian Agee. Really been carrying the load on the run game for the Rebels as of late. Had over 150 yards rushing last week against Oak Mountain and was really the key to our offense.
Yeah, Agee's coming off a couple of good games, just been able to get it going on the run game.
So here is 2nd down and 8 for the Rebels. It's Knox Romeo in motion. Glenn's going to look to pass. Quick throw to Knox Romeo and broken up immediately by number 1, Isaiah Hughes, the senior defensive back.
Great play there. Just got a little bit longer arms than Romeo, was able to knock it away.
A little bit of a slow developing play there for the Rebels. Romeo got there to the outside pretty quickly. Glenn just couldn't get on the ball quickly enough. So it is a 3rd and 8 now, and almost an obvious passing situation here if you're Coach Anderson and the Rebels.
Yeah, this is what you don't want to see, getting in 3rd and long early. Would have loved to pick up a couple yards there, made it a 3rd and more reasonable.
So bunch formation here. Bottom of your screen, Cole Turner in tight. He's in motion. Glenn is going to pass. Surveys the field, steps up in the pocket. He's going to take off and run. And he's going to get a gain of about 4 yards. That is not enough for the first down. Met there by a couple Wildcats. And it is 4th down.
Yeah, now what you want to see for the first drive here, Vestavia. Would have loved to get something going there, but unfortunately you got to have to punt.
So a quick 3 and out brings out the senior kicker, Matthew McMeans, on the punt. It has been number 7, Joseph Sullivan, back there in the last 2 games, but Means will get his first punt attempt of the season here tonight.
Yeah, a little bit of a surprise to not see Sullivan back there to punt it away.
So here's the snap. It's a good one. McMean gets away a kick. Be fielded at the 30 by Hughes, and Hughes has got some room. Isaiah Hughes making a couple men miss, and he's finally brought down by multiple Rebels across the 50-yard line and into enemy territory.
Great return there by Hughes. He's able to make a couple men miss, and he's into Rebel territory.
So here comes the Vestavia defense, who, as I said before, young and inexperienced, but has played very well. Last week did a great job containing that triple option attack and was really kind of left hanging by the offense in the last couple possessions after a fumble inside the 30 by AG late in the game and then a punt on the other team's half of the field. But a great performance last week. A quick give to number 13, Christian Davis, and he's got some room to the outside. Davis finally gets knocked out by number 7, Joseph Sullivan.
Yeah, missed tackle there by number 60. By number 60, Max Neroff. He was able to break through, couldn't wrap him up.
Speaking of number 13, Christian Davis got a little animation going there with his back plate. Looks like things lightening up, at least up here from the press box.
Yeah, that's a pretty stylish back plate. You don't see that every day.
So here's Brax Garrison to give. Damian Taylor, the Troy commit, is going to take off into the secondary, and it's a quick touchdown for the Wildcats. A big burst of speed there, and there was no one there for the Rebels to bring down Damian Taylor.
It looked like there may have been a miscommunication on the Rebel defense, and it resulted in a touchdown for Tuscaloosa County.
Not that's all you want to see if you're Rebel fans here. You know, 3 and out and then 2 quick plays and a score. Look for a heavy dosage tonight of gifts to Damian Taylor. As I mentioned, he is on his way to Troy next year to continue his football career.
Yeah, very talented back in him, and you will look to see him carrying the ball a lot.
Everybody put your mask up and make sure you're on tape. Mask up, on tape. Mask up, on tape.
And Tuscaloosa County will go on to make the extra point, making it 7-0.
Kick there by offensive lineman Isaac Rodriguez.
The Rebel Pregame Report, presented by Yanoski. This quarter is brought to you with limited commercial interruption, courtesy of Piggly Wiggly. Piggly Wiggly, local sense forever.
So here comes big Isaac Rodriguez at the kickoff.
McKinstry and Romeo deep again for the Rebels.
And the kick is away. It's a bit of a low one. It's going to be fielded by McKinstry. It's muffed. Picked up by Romeo. Romeo looks to find a hole. And Romeo, a good return after a bit of a muffed kick. It's out across the 30, and that is where the Rebels will take over.
Yeah, he was able to get a couple blocks and sneak it out to the 30 after a muffed recovery by Alex McKinstry.
So here comes Glenn out into the huddle to relay this first down play to his teammates.
Taylor Crawford again the back.
So Glenn's going to turn. He's going to hand it to Crawford. Crawford is met immediately.
Put your mask up, stay on your tape.
Good pursuit there by number 6, Darius Williams. It's his second tackle of the night.
A bit of a missed block by wide receiver Charlie Hughes, but Crawford still able to pick up a couple.
So Cole Turner is going to exit the game, knocks Romeo in for him at the receiver position. The Rebels will be faced here with a 2nd and 7. The Rebels here out of the eye. Romeo off at the bottom of your screen. It's a quick give to Kool-Aid McKinstry. McKinstry's got a hole. Another big tackle there by Darius Williams, but not after the Rebels first down.
Excellent play right there. Line got all great blocks, and McKinstry was able to sneak it in for the first down.
Really, the fullback dive has been one of the better plays for the Rebels all season. Look at last season, too. Landon Neese had a huge impact in there. Carrying for a lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns on that play. It's a little bit of a sneaky play. Defenses don't see a lot.
And that's one that's been a staple for Coach Anderson as long as he's been here.
So here we are, 1st and 10 from the 44. Glenn's going to send Turner in motion. Here's the give to Taylor Crawford. Taylor's going to find a little bit of a crease. He's good across the 50. He gained about 6 yards.
Great block there by the fullback, Alex McKinstry. As Crawford was able to pick up, like you said, 6 or 7 yards.
So Romeo's going to come in and sub Hughes out. It's a 2nd and 3. A little bit of a tight formation here for the Rebels. The receivers bunched into the set. And here's the give to Crawford, and he is met immediately at the line. I believe that was number 25, Tolondo Mecca.
There it was. He was able to get off quick and get into the Rebel backfield.
So here it is again, another 3rd down for the Rebels, a much-needed conversion here after that quick start from the Wildcats on offense, knowing that they've got a pretty powerful offense behind Damian Taylor.
Yeah, you'd have to think you're the Rebels. You want to get this to keep the drive going, put some points on the board, and not dig yourself into too big of a hole.
So Hughes at the bottom of your screen, Turner the receiver at the top. Back to the I formation is the Rebels. The give us to Crawford, and there's just nothing going there. Met immediately. I believe that was number 57.
Yeah, Crawford there he didn't have anywhere to go. Ran straight into 2 Tuscaloosa County players, and that'll result in another punt for the Rebels.
And so here comes McMeans with the punt unit out. So a disappointing first 2 drives here if you're Rebel fans.
Putting a lot of pressure here on your defense with not much rest. To have to come back and hopefully stop the Tuscaloosa County team.
The punt is fair caught there at about the 23-yard line by Isaiah Hughes, and that is where Tuscaloosa County will take over.
This Rebel defense coming back out, and MJ, like you said, bit of a question mark at the start of the year, losing a lot of starters, but they've been able to hold their own and have had 2 pretty good games.
Just to update you, football fans, Hoover takes an early lead against Oak Mountain, up 7-0 at the beginning of this one. Interesting to see how the Rebels' former 2 opponents are going to face off tonight at the Hoover Met. Here's Brax Garrison handing the ball to Damian Taylor. Taylor's going to find a little bit of a hole. Looks like he'll get a gain of about 4, and then is finally met by a host of Rebel defenders.
Yeah, Vestavia able to limit him to just a couple yards there after he broke through.
So Bryce Littleton's going to come out of the game here. The senior defensive end for the Rebels. Looks like a little bit of a quick snap formation like Auburn likes to run, sending the receivers out. It's going to be 5 wide for the Wildcats.
Yeah, it does a little bit of that sugar huddle, sends those receivers out and comes to the line quickly.
So man in motion. Brax Garrison's going to throw it out to him real quick. He's going to cut back across the field. That's number 2, Jared McMorris. And that is good for a first down. The first throw by Brax Garrison. There's an injured Wildcat down on the field.
Looks like that's number 6, Darius Williams.
Couldn't quite see who it was. His helmet is off.
Holding on land of 1,000.
Good to see him getting up. A little help from the training staff there, favoring his right leg.
Yeah, obviously wishing he's okay and is able to come back.
So here come the teams back out on the field. It's a 1st and 10 from the 29 for the Wildcats. Rebel defense needing a big stop here. Trying to get their offense on the field with a chance to come tie it up. So the Wildcats will begin this in the eye. Most likely will be a give to Damian Taylor, but we'll see what happens here on this 1st down play. Garrison's going to motion his fullback out. It is a sweep to Damian Taylor. And Taylor picks up about 3 or 4 yards before he's met by the Rebels there. I believe that was number 13, Jack Lamian on the tackle.
Yeah, Taylor was able to break a tackle in the backfield, get it out for positive yardage before being brought down.
Number 13, Christian Davis, the receiver at the bottom of your screen. Everyone else tight in the formation. Three come in motion here on the shift. So that'll give to Damian Taylor. Bryce Littleton makes a nice play on the edge. Taylor, and he's finally brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of about 2 there. So it'll be a 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats.
Rebel defense, great job recognizing the run and able to get him in the backfield for a loss.
So a big 3rd down play coming up here for the Rebels. A much needed stop if you're the defense.
Yeah, especially with it being a 3rd and long here, you want to see him stop, get the offense back on the field, hopefully put some points on the board.
It's wins to both sides of the field for the Wildcats. Rex Garrison's going to step back. He's rolling out of the pocket and chased down by Bryce Littleton. It's across the 1st down line, and that is a completed pass, but it is out of bounds, therefore being ruled incomplete.
Yeah, it was a great catch there by Tuscaloosa County receiver, but not able to get his feet in bounds.
So another interesting move for the Rebels. Joseph Sullivan not back there to return the punt tonight. It is going to be number 6, Charlie Hughes, getting his 1st punt return of the season.
I can hear them now. Is it still getting hot? What? Is it redlining? No, that's it.
Agent running down the line of scrimmage.
Stop putting up their mics anymore. It's only picking up the iPads. Like, it's not picking up what they're talking into. I can't hear Mimsy.
first time this season. Number 36 there in the huddle for the Rebels.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of him this year. Be interesting to see how they use him.
So maybe the heavy package here, 2 tight set. Hastings Sykes, the other tight end. And a timeout there taken by the Rebels. Looks like they were a little confused there going up to the line about the formation was. So it'll be a 4th and 2 when play resumes.
Yeah, it looked like there was some confusion on where everybody was supposed to be lined up in this package, and Coach Anderson having to take a timeout and get everybody situated.
This quarter is brought to you with limited commercial interruption, courtesy of Piggly Wiggly, Moe's Original Barbecue, local sense, Southern soul food revival.
For sure. Here's the 4th down give to AG. AG muscles his way forward.
He's going to be close.
Tuscaloosa County looks like they have stopped them, and they have. The defense is going to now walk. Jog out on the field. It is a turnover on downs for the Rebels. A tough turnover on downs there for them. They needed that first down to try to keep things going.
Tough turnover. You know, AG got out there, looked like he may have had it, but was just short. And unfortunately, that's another turnover for the Rebels. Leaving it up to their defense to try to dig the offense out of a hole.
So here's a shotgun formation for the Wildcats on first down. Garrison the snap, hand to Damian Taylor. Taylor breaks 2 tackles. He's got the edge. Will Cox chasing him, and Josh Cheatham finally able to push him out of bounds near the first down marker.
Yeah, number 40, Bryce Littleton, was able to get to the backfield. Wasn't able to wrap him up, and he'll get out for positive yardage.
So that's a gain good for about 7 yards, I believe. It'll be a 2nd and 3.
Interesting to see Tuscaloosa County's receivers not going into the huddle.
Interesting observation there. So here's Garrison back to pass. A throw intended for number 17. Not quite sure who that was. In any event, it was incomplete. So a 3rd and 3 coming up for Tuscaloosa County.
Rebel defense here trying to come up with another stop, give the offense some more opportunities to put it in the end zone.
Well, that receiver was number 11, Joshua Washington. The intended target. So Garrison back to throw again, and it's just too high there for number 13, Christian Davis. So a 3 and out for the Wildcats. Another big stop there for the Rebels defense.
Yeah, Christian Davis there was pretty wide open. Fortunately, wasn't able to come down with it, and Tuscaloosa County will punt it.
So another interesting move. Joseph Sullivan is back now deep to receive for the punt. So might get a little bit of a heavy dosage of switching there between him and Charlie Hughes. Punt. Almost blocked there by the Rebels. And it's going to be downed at about the 27-yard line. And that is where the Rebels will take over here with 1:27 remaining in this first quarter.
Not a bad break for the Rebels off that punt. Relatively short and still decent field position.
And I thought that Tuscaloosa County might have come up and down it a little short. I thought it might give a little bit of a favorable bounce there for them, but
yeah, they did down it pretty quickly. Didn't really give it a chance to bounce.
So here's Glenn back to pass on first down. He's got Cole Turner, his first reception of the year. He's going to muzzle across first down. Big time play there for the Rebels on first down. The air attack.
Yeah, Turner ran a great route there, was able to get it, and then, like you said, muscle it for a first down. great to see the chains moving for the Rebels.
Just to update you fans again, Oak Mountain has tied the game against Hoover up. It is 7-7, capitalizing off a big turnover there. We'll keep you updated with that game as we hear more. Also a big matchup, Thompson and Hewitt-Trussville tonight. That game also aired on ESPNU. So here's Glenn again to throw. This one is
He's got Romeo.
yeah, it's a complete pass to Knox Romeo. A little bit of a pass to the outside shoulder, and good play there by Knox Romeo to secure that pass.
Yeah, a little low there, but Romeo's able to come away with the catch and move the ball forward for the Rebels.
Charlie Hughes coming out of the game now. It's Cole Turner coming back in for him. A little bit of momentum here for the Rebels. 2 straight completions there for Braden Glenn.
Yeah, Braden's starting to look a little bit more comfortable in the passing game, able to get 2 straight.
So Glenn is going to hand the ball off to AG. AG finds a hole. And AG with a huge run there for Brian AG out across midfield to the 40-yard line and a first down for the Rebels.
Yeah, MJ, huge run there. AG was just able to drag 3 or 4 guys with him, get positive yardage, and another first down.
So here's some momentum brewing for the Rebels. Just under 30 seconds to go in this first quarter. Let's see what the Rebels can get one more play in here. Let's bring in some momentum to the second quarter. It's a quick dive to McKinstry, and he's met immediately by 25 to Londo McCaw. And that play will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Your score, Tuscaloosa County 7, Vestavia Hills 0. We'll be right back with you in just a moment.
This quarter is brought to you with limited commercial interruption, courtesy of Moe's Original Barbecue, a Southern soul food revival. The Rebel Pregame Report, presented by Yanoski Orthodontics, and brought to you in part by, presented by Moe's Original Barbecue, a Southern soul food revival, and brought to you in part Vestavia Football is presented by Moe's Original Barbecue, a Southern soul food revival, and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local sense forever. Baumhauer's Victory Grill, you are legendary. St. Vincent's Health System, personalized care when and where you need it. Jimmy John's, Vestavia Hills, freaky fast gourmet sandwiches. D1 Birmingham, Vestavia Hills, train different. Bryant Bank, Andrews Sports Medicine, ATI, Mandalucason, Remax, Yanoski Orthodontics, Farmers Insurance, the STACY O'Shields Agency, Dr. Melanie Petro, and Progress Bank.
A bit of a lucky penalty there, as I thought it was a little bit of a questionable decision to throw that ball into double coverage, but in any event, it is a pass interference against McGee, and it's going to move the Rebels ahead 15 yards to give them a first down.
Yeah, Glenn getting bailed out a little bit by that flag with a questionable throw decision.
So the Rebels will have it here on the 24-yard line and knocking on the door here. Try to get in the red zone here. Strike in for a score. So here comes Knox Romeo in motion to give to AG. AG finds a hole, and he takes that ball across the 20-yard line into the red zone, just short of the first down marker. And a big run there, and a late flag coming in.
Yeah, you saw AG clapping after that flag, so I have to wonder if it gets Tuscaloosa County.
Be a big costly penalty against the Wildcats if it is indeed against them. Back to back. Well, that's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct against the Wildcats, and then 2 huge penalties back-to-back, just giving the Rebels free yards. Something you and I, Mims, like to see.
Yeah, obviously great for the Rebels. Tuscaloosa County, that's unfortunate to see 2 penalties giving up big positive yardage for the Rebels. But Stady now climbing inside the 10-yard line. You'd have to think they're coming away with a score on this drive.
Yeah, it's a much-needed touchdown situation if you're Coach Anderson and the Rebels. So here's another give to Brian Agee. And Agee's going to muscle his way across the 5-yard line, and another powerful run there. It's going to be a 2nd and goal, just about 2 yards to go. Brian Agee really showcasing his power ability tonight. You know, he's more of a speed back, but really, you know, that last run, Mims, we saw him just dragging defenders along. This one, kind of much of the same here. Yeah, been able to follow some blockers, mow a couple of guys down, like you said, drag a couple of guys in that one run, and really been showing off his power and strength. So Agee will stay in the ball game as the tailback, number 43. Braden Duke is into the game at receiver. He's in motion. To give to Agee, and Agee excellent blocking job there by the whole line and the fullback to get Agee in the end zone. He went untouched. And good block there by his jersey now says 84 with big 74 Hoke Smith wearing an old uniform to make sure he can stay on the field. Duplicate numbers. He's been a great pass protector this year for the Rebels. Yeah, big old Hoke. He's been able to keep Glenn safe back there and lead the way for the runners. So here's McMeans on for yet another extra point this season. Been perfect up to this point. Had a field goal blocked at the end of halftime, or at the end of the first half last game. But McMeans remains perfect on his extra points. So the year score with 10:43 remaining in the half, knotted up at 7 here from Thompson-Reynolds Stadium.
This quarter is brought to you with limited commercial interruption, courtesy of Moe's Original Barbecue, a Southern soul food revival.
On TNT. So when you're finished with this game, make sure to head over there and catch some second half action. The Nuggets coming off another 3-1 rally, down both 3-1 to the Jazz and then to the Clippers, back-to-back series. They'll be facing LeBron, AD, and the Lakers. And a good series to come. So here's McMeans to kick off. It's a bit of a low kick here. It's going to be fielded by number 12, Zach Life, or excuse me, that is Rebels roster. Number 12 is Gavin Gardner. Nothing really going for him as he runs east-west, and he is tackled behind the 20-yard line, so not a great return there. Something the Rebels defense likes to see. Yeah, the Rebels special teams are able to get down and cover on that low kick and able to wrap him up pretty far back. So here come the Wildcats out in trips formation at top of your screen to begin the drive. I'm going to shift. Damian Taylor coming out, split way to the far side. He's a running back. So Garrison's going to be left in an empty set. But here comes Taylor in motion. The gives to him. And nothing going for him. He's met at the line there. The number 33, Trey Saunders. Yeah, Saunders there was able to do a great job of getting off the block and wrap him up, not let him go anywhere. And Trey Saunders, another young guy on this Rebels team, first year varsity junior. Had a little bit of experience last year, but has really played well in the last 2 games, picking up where he left off there with that tackle. Yeah, we've seen that a lot of young guys, not a whole lot of experience, but still playing pretty strong for the Rebel defense. Garrison here makes an audible at the line. And whistle's blowing here. Let's see what it is.
think someone jumped.
Yeah, it's going to be an offsides against the Rebels there. It's a bit of a costly penalty there after a big-time stop. In any event, it's still second down with 4 yards to go.
Yeah, penalties like that are what can eat you up. Obviously don't want to commit too many.
So here's 2nd and 4 for the Wildcats. Taylor to the left of Garrison. Garrison gets a hard count, no one moving. Taylor finds a big hole. Damian Taylor gets across the 30-yard line, finally brought down by Joseph Sullivan in the secondary. But it is another Wildcats first down.
Yeah, Taylor just being able to find a small hole and take advantage of it.
Here's Garrison on the pass. It's a quick one out and incomplete. There to the far sideline.
Yeah, a little too low. Receiver tried to dive and get it. Couldn't come away with it.
The pass was intended for Christian Davis. So here is 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. Rebels trying to force another punt here to get their offense back on the field after a great drive last time. Wildcats trying to regain some momentum after 2 pretty stale drives after a big 2-play touchdown drive to begin the game, and there's whistles and flags for the snap. It is going to be false start assist against the Wildcats.
Yeah, that false start will make it 2nd and very long, and something the Rebel defense will try to capitalize on.
So here we go again, twins to the top of your screen. Josh Washington, one receiver to the bottom. It's a quick throw out. And Tyler Moore is there, hitting him at the line. But Christian Davis powering his way up for a few yards after contact. So it'll be 3rd and 7 coming up here. You know, interesting, Tuscaloosa County really having that kind of spread-looking formation, but they've yet to throw the ball deep. Something I kind of would have expected more, especially with all the hype surrounding Brax Garrison, the sophomore quarterback for the Wildcats.
Yeah, something you think to see them use his arm a little bit more deeper. Vestavia here is going to take a timeout. Wanted to talk things over before this 3rd down.
Looks like they might have had a little bit of substitution errors there. The coaches look to be talking to someone on the sideline about it. So 8:26 remaining in the games. Score still knotted at 7.
Here we go. Let's try. Ready? And not too fast. And 1. Here's the lever. 2. And a 1. A 2. Percussion. And. And 1, 2. Ready? And.
Also, just to update you again from around the region, Spain Park, Gadsden City, scoreless at the end of the first quarter. Still no score update for you from Hewitt, Trussville, Thompson, number 1 versus So we'll be keeping you up to date on that one. 3rd and 6 here for the Wildcats, and a big stop needed for the Rebels. It's a high snap. Garrison fields it cleanly. It's a nice throw and a nice catch there by Christian Davis. I don't know if he's good for a first down. Fully extended.
It's going to be close. They're right there next to that line.
Regardless of the outcome, a great effort there. He is going to be just a yard short. Looks like the Wildcats are going to go for this one here.
Yeah, no punter on the field.
Big time call here.
This will be a big down here for the Rebels. Trying to get that stop, get great field position for your offense.
So give to Taylor, and Damian Taylor makes his way across the 45, and that's good for a first down for the Wildcats. And I think everyone in the stadium knew it was coming to him, the big powerful back, just finding a hole and just mowing his way through defenders to get that first down.
Yeah, Taylor not having too much trouble there, picking up the first. Offensive line gave him a hole, and he took advantage.
So it's going to be a 5-wide set here for the Wildcats. The quarterback draw, nothing going. Big number 94. Andrew Sykes in there on the tackle for the Rebels.
Yeah, Andrew doing a great job there, getting off his blocker, getting in the backfield and bringing him down.
So here is a 2nd and 10 after no yards gained on the draw. It's another 5-wide set for the Wildcats. It's going to be a quick screen pass out to Damian Taylor. Joseph Sullivan making a tackle near the first down marker.
Yeah, looking like he's going to pick up that first down.
Yep, and the ref signaling there. Gain is good enough for the first down. The Wildcats trying to put points up on the board here before halftime.
The Rebel defense here trying to get back in a rhythm and come away with a stop.
The Wildcats are right to stay with the 5-wide set. Garrison trying to draw defenders offside, nothing going there. So another draw play here, net, and the ball's covered quickly by the Wildcats. Good play there. I believe that was number 89, Carter Tyus, getting in there, stripping that ball free.
Yeah, Tyus able to get out there and smack the ball free. Rebels just weren't able to recover.
It looked like that. I'm not really sure if that was a design quarterback draw. It looked like Garrison was looking to his right, trying to find a quick pass, and didn't have it open, kind of panicked and tried to ran into his own man. Allowed for Tyus to get some time to get back there and get that ball free. To Christian Davis, his favorite target, and Davis finds some room on the sideline, getting across the 30-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds by Joseph Sullivan. And Brax Garrison really comfortable here on those passes, 4 of 5 tonight. All short passes, as we mentioned.
Yeah, we still haven't seen him quite take a shot yet. Just those little short passes they're running out.
A total of 42 yards. Here's the give to Damian Taylor, and Damian Taylor continues to have his way running the ball tonight. Tyler Moore finally bringing him down, but not after they get into the red zone and across the first down marker. So 5 minutes and 10 seconds remain in this half. Clock ticking. Wildcats trying to punch their way into the end zone to get another score before halftime. Once again, Damian Taylor taking it. It's close to the 10-yard line there. Initial hit there, I believe. Might have been there, number 39, John Edwards, I believe, in the backfield.
Yeah, Taylor being able to get a lot of yards after contact this game so far.
Quick screen pass to the outside, complete to Austin Dove. So here's another 3rd and short situation. Once again, you got to believe it's 4-down territory for the Wildcats, not wanting to settle for a field goal here after a pretty solid drive so far.
Yeah, if you're the Rebel defense here, hoping you can come away with a stop, maybe in the backfield, make them kick it.
Taylor's going to try to wait and find somewhere to go, but nowhere to go. And the Rebels bring him down behind the line. So a 4th and 6 upcoming, and a huge play for both sides.
Excellent job there by the defensive line. or 3 or 4 of them back there to get Taylor for a loss.
So it looks like they're going to elect to go with a field goal here. Interesting move. So here comes big Isaac Rodriguez out to kick the field goal here. It's a low kick, and it is no good. Wide right. Big break there for the Rebels.
Yeah, big break for the defense, able to get them to even attempt the kick and then have them miss it, get away with no score.
So 3:54 remaining in the half. We know the Rebels' offense is not the most explosive of offenses, so let's see if they try to, keep the ball on the ground, milk some clock, and try to get in the end zone without giving the ball back to Tuscaloosa County before this half is all said and done. Teo Crawford appears to be back in there as the back for the Rebels.
Looks to be some confusion going on.
Ball boy hadn't run off the ball yet. Here he comes.
Get the ball in there. We can get the play started and rolling.
So here we go. Teo Crawford is back there behind Alex McKinstry. Comes Cole Turner in motion, going to the top of your screen. The give is to Crawford. And Crawford, pretty solid run there for about 3 or 4 yards. That's what you want to see if you're the Rebels, just getting small amounts of yardage here, trying to drain that clock a little bit to not give the ball back to the Wildcats before the end of this half.
Yeah, for the Rebels here, you want to see them use almost all that clock, if not all, and come away with points on the board going to half up.
So here is Glenn here in the eye. Ball is on the floor. Glenn immediately falls on it. A wasted possession there for the Rebels.
Yeah, you definitely don't want any errors like that. Just simple mistakes that can cost you.
So Braden Glenn feeling comfortable right now throwing the ball. He's already 2 of 3, 2 big completions, a big one to Cole Turner we saw earlier. Let's see if Coach Anderson, Coach Queen elect to go to the air here on his 3rd down. Hughes coming in motion. He'll join Cole Turner there. Twin set at the top of your screen. And he's going to look. Glenn escaping the pressure, and he's brought down by number 7, Jay Hartman. Great pursuit there from Hartman, and he's going to bring Glenn down way behind the line, and it'll be a 4th down.
Yeah, missed block there by the Rebels. He was able to come in and sack Glenn from behind. Not what you want to see if you're the Rebel offense or a Rebel fan.
So Isaiah Hughes back to receive. McMeans in for the punt. Clock nearing 2 minutes here. So snap, it's a high one. McMeans fields it cleanly, but not a great punt here. And that's going to go out near the 30-yard line.
Yeah, punt came off McMeans' foot, a little weird, sideways, and giving Tuscaloosa County excellent field position here with 1:38 left in the half.
And all the way to the Rebels' 26-yard line goes the referee. And he has excellent field position, as you mentioned there, Mims, for the Wildcats. With this running attack that they've got with Damian Taylor, not a lot of field to work with. Good thing.
Putting a lot of pressure on the defense, not a lot of time on the clock, short field position, short rest. We'll see what they can do.
Here is the give to Taylor. And Taylor's going to pick up about 2 yards before he's tackled there by John Edwards. Bryce Littleton in there as well.
Yeah, Vestavia's defense, they're doing a great job of getting multiple people on the tackle, not taking them on one-on-one, but bringing them down as a team.
So the Wildcats taking their time, milking this clock. Don't want to give the ball back to the Rebels with any time. So there's pressure coming here. I think that was 45 for the Rebels coming off the edge. It's Leighton Reese, senior linebacker. And here's Garrison, his first deep ball of the night, and a late flag in there. Looked like pretty good coverage there by Tyler Moore. Ball looked to be a little far in front of the intended receiver. Thought it might be ruled uncatchable, but nonetheless, penalty flag is coming out. Let's see what the man with the white hat has to say about this one.
Yeah, I thought Moore there did a good job making a play on the ball, what seemed to be an uncatchable one.
Pass interference is going to be assessed against the Rebels. A tough penalty there. And finally, we got to see Garrison throwing the ball deep for once. A pretty good-looking ball, but as we both thought, a little bit too far for him. Nonetheless, the penalty comes in, and it's a fresh set of downs for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Vestavia now backed up against their goal line, trying to come up with a stop.
So here's a give to Damian Taylor. Big run for him there. He's finally tripped up, but not after he makes his way inside the 5-yard line. Clock continues to tick here. Just now at 40 seconds remaining, but not a ton of field to work with if you're the Wildcats. And a penalty flag coming in. There's some confusion there in the Rebels secondary on substitutions. We'll see what.
I think Vestavia had 12 men on the field.
Wilcox was a little confused out there. Number 1, the safety. And a substitution infraction is the call. Although a penalty, not much more room to go up with penalty yardage for the Wildcats. So 30 seconds remain here in the half. It's timeout for the Wildcats. So that is where we will take a break for just a second.
This quarter is brought to you with limited commercial interruption, courtesy of Moe's Original Barbecue, a Southern soul food revival.
Hewitt-Trussville 1-0 here in this first quarter. Their game started just a hair later than ours. Started at 7:30 due to ESPN coming to televise the game. So Thompson jumps out to that quick lead. The defending state champs trying to knock off number 2 in the state in Hewitt-Trussville.
This quarter is brought to you with limited commercial interruption, courtesy of Moe's Original Barbecue, a Southern soul food revival.
To the power set here for T-County. Damian Taylor on the run. I don't think he got in. It's a big hit there in the backfield. I think it might have been Tyler Moore coming off the edge, the weak side corner.
Yeah, he did an excellent job there, getting off quick, getting into the backfield, and wrapping up Taylor.
Yeah, so he is not in. 23 seconds now and another timeout for the Wildcats. Trey Saunders' helmet also came off in that last play. He'll sit out one play, and Andrew Sykes runs in for him. So third down here, I believe, second down after the penalty. Tuscaloosa County. Honestly, downs don't really matter here. It's just a matter of time. As I mentioned, 23 seconds. And it'll be huge for the Rebels to get a stop here as Tuscaloosa County will take the ball.
Yeah, obviously Vestavia looking to go in with some momentum into the halftime. A stop here would be excellent for them. And if you're Tuscaloosa County, you're trying to put it in, go up into the halftime.
So here comes Tuscaloosa County trying to get in the end zone here. The Rebels also trying to hold them from getting in the end zone. Taylor in the power set here. He gets the ball.
Looks like he'll be short again.
He will. So another timeout called for Tuscaloosa County, and that means this next play, it is imperative that they find the end zone or else time will run out. So 3rd and short coming up. The Rebels needing a huge stop to try to keep this score knotted at 7 before the half.
This quarter is brought to you with limited commercial interruption courtesy of Moe's Original Barbecue, a Southern soul food revival.
Tuscaloosa County now coming back out, looking to punch it in here. Only 16 seconds left.
So a huge play here for both sides. Here's the snap, give it to Damian Taylor. I think he's short. So do the Rebels.
He is. He got hit in the backfield there.
He is
Able to
short.
keep him out of the end zone.
Time is ticking, 5 seconds now.
Tuscaloosa County going to try to get off a field goal.
Not sure why the clock has stopped. Clock should have run out. The kick's up and it's good, although I'm not sure why the clock stopped for some reason.
Rebel coaching staff very aggravated on the sideline with good reason, thinking that clock should have stopped.
As Tuscaloosa County had no timeouts, so there's no way to get a first down either.
Coach Anderson all the way almost to the other sideline complaining to the refs. Understandable. He wants an explanation.
Yeah, great job there by the Rebels defense to hold them. Really no point should go on the board there.
Vestavia football is presented by Moe's Original Barbecue, a Southern soul food revival, and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local sense forever. Baumhauer's Victory Grill, you are legendary. St. Vincent's Health System, personalized care when and where you need it. Jimmy John's, Vestavia Hills, freaky fast gourmet sandwiches. D1 Birmingham, Vestavia Hills, train different. Bryant Bank, Andrews Sports Medicine, ATI, Mandalucason, Remax, Yanoski Orthodontics, Farmers Insurance, the STACY O'Shields Agency, Dr. Melanie Petro, and Progress Bank. The Rebel Halftime Report, presented by Mandalucason Remax.
Tonight we present a portion of our 2020 show entitled Symphony in B-Funk. This year's presentation is a presentation of Beethoven's Pop Symphony spirited elements of funk. Please enjoy parts 1 and 2 of Symphony in B-Funk.
Vestavia football is presented by Moe's Original Barbecue, a Southern soul food revival, and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local sense forever. Baumhauer's Victory Grill, you are legendary. St. Vincent's Health System, personalized care when and where you need it. Jimmy John's, Vestavia Hills, freaky fast gourmet sandwiches. D1 Birmingham, Vestavia Hills, train different. Bryant Bank, Andrews Sports Medicine, ATI, Mandalucason, Remax, Yanoski Orthodontics, Farmers Insurance, the STACY O'Shields Agency, Dr. Melanie Petro, and Progress Bank. Vestavia football is presented by Moe's Original Barbecue, a Southern soul food revival, and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local sense forever. Baumhauer's Victory Grill, you are legendary. St. Vincent's Health System. Personalized care when and where you need it. Jimmy John's, Vestavia Hills. Freaky fast gourmet sandwiches. D1 Birmingham, Vestavia Hills. Train different. Bryant Bank. Andrews Sports Medicine. ATI. Mandalucasen, Remax. Yanoski Orthodontics. Farmers Insurance, the STACY O'Shields Agency. Dr. Melanie Petro and Progress Bank.
Welcome back, Rebel fans. About to get set with the second half of action. The score is 10-7 Tuscaloosa County. A late field goal put the Wildcats up at the end of the half. A little bit of controversy there, though. There was no first down marker, no timeouts remaining for the Wildcats. The clock seemed to stop with 5 seconds remaining in the half, and the Wildcats were able to get a field goal away. So they maintain a 10-7 lead to begin this half. A strong rushing attack for them behind Troy commit Damian Taylor carrying the way. Taylor finished the first half with 45 yards on 13 carries and a touchdown. Brax Garrison, the quarterback from Wildcats, 5 of 6, 46 yards. Nothing deep for him. Braden Glenn for the Rebels, 2 of 3, 15 yards. Brian Agee leading the way on the rushes for the Rebels with 42 yards. So a good defensive showing for the Rebels in the first half, aside from the very first drive. So look to keep that going and, looking for the offense to kind of step up here and make some big plays to give the defense some cushion.
Yeah, like you said, Taylor, he had a great first half, but Rebels all in all able to keep him to 10 points, and 3 of those, like you said, was a little bit questionable there. That last second field goal, Vestavia coaching staff obviously upset. They were giving the refs an earful the whole way to the locker room, but those points still stay up on that scoreboard. So
teams coming out now, getting set to warm up to begin the second half.
Yeah, Vestavia here just looking to lean a little bit more on Braden Glenn, looking more comfortable in the passing game, and we'll see what they do coming back out with that.
So fans, just to update you on some scores, Thompson still leads Hewitt now 14-7 in the second quarter. Hoover is up 28-7 on Oak Mountain at the half. So 2 notable scores that we'll be keeping up with throughout this one. And then also to the NBA bubble in Orlando, the Lakers up 21-17, 4.5 to go in the first quarter. We will keep you up to date on that one throughout this one. Be sure to head over to TNT at the conclusion of this game to catch your second half action of that one. We also saw last night the Browns beating the Bengals 35-30 in a showdown of former number 1 picks between this year's number 1 pick Joe Burrow and then 3 years ago, Baker Mayfield out of Oklahoma. Baker getting the best of that matchup there.
Yeah, Burrow was able to get into a little bit of a comfort level there, completing a lot of passes. Bengals really leaning on him, making him throw a lot, make some plays.
Something you're really seeing with Burrow, he looks a lot different than most rookie quarterbacks. One play I wanted to highlight that I saw week 1 with him is he's really taking his time both on his progressions and when he escapes and starts to take off using his legs. He had a nice play where he had a lot of green grass in front of him and waited for a defender to come give him a block before he made the next move to find his way for his first NFL touchdown on the ground.
Yeah, he did a great job staying patient and really waiting for plays. Didn't come away with the win, but still a good game for him.
For sure. Also in college football action tonight, Coastal Carolina up 21-9 at half against the Campbell Camels. Keep you up to date. Big game tomorrow night between 17th ranked Miami and 18th ranked Louisville. The first matchup of 2 top 25 teams this year. Obviously, I'm sure everyone has heard the big news. The Big Ten will resume, or I should say begin their season on October 24th. So, the playoff factor is real for them. Obviously you got Ohio State, Penn State, teams such as them making big splashes in that conference, trying to make it some noise and find their way into the playoff conversation.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the rankings reflect that decision to come back and where we see those Big Ten teams come in.
And as a matter of fact, Ms. Jones here, our sports broadcasting sponsor, I'm in her Career Prep A class in 7th period, did our weekly articles yesterday. I actually did one about the Big Ten returning to play yesterday. Ms. Jones, I hope you give me a good grade on that one. I'm sure you're going to love it. Gave you some good responses there. But back to high school football. The Rebels come out to kick off to begin the second half. They will kick to the Wildcats. Looks like Isaiah Hughes, number 1, back deep to receive there. McMeans to boot it away for the Rebels. Score 10-7 Wildcats after the questionable field goal at the end of the first half. Nonetheless, 3 points remain on the board for them. So 24 more minutes of action here at Thompson-Reynolds Stadium to decide a winner in this Week 3 contest for the Rebels. So Means runs up the ball. Kick is away. Kick is deep. Fielded at the 2-yard line by Hughes. Hughes finds a hole, and Hughes almost breaks free. A nice tackle there by the Rebels. Shoestring tackle, to be more descriptive there, by John Edwards, saving a breakaway touchdown. Tuscaloosa County will take over from the 29, and Damian Taylor leads the offense back onto the field after a tremendous rushing performance in the first half.
Yeah, you said it, MJ. He had a great first half. Rebel defense struggled a little bit to bring him down, but very explosive and powerful back. We'll see how that comes into play in the second half here.
Here's Garrison, brings a man in motion. It's a quick pass out to number 12, Gavin Gardner. Brought down immediately by Tyler Moore. Pass is good for about 3 yards. It'll be a 2nd and 7 for T County.
Yeah, Moore there did an excellent job of wrapping him up immediately and bringing him down, not letting him run to get a gain.
Tuscaloosa County continues to go with this no-huddle style of offense. So give it to Damian Taylor, his first of the second half. A good run for Damian Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor was able to find a hole there and drag a couple Rebel defenders to get a first down there for Tuscaloosa County.
Good John Edwards was in there on the tackle. So a fresh set of downs here for the Wildcats. Correction here. They're going no-huddle style with the receivers, Mims, as you mentioned. Lyman, Damian Taylor, and Rexton Garrison still all in the huddle.
A little interesting look there, not bringing the receivers into the huddle.
Here's the quick sweep to Gardner. Gardner's got no room to go, and he's brought down in the backfield. Loss of about 4 yards. Finally brought down there by Max Duroth after being tripped up by, I believe, Trey Saunders.
Yeah, Rebel defense did great there. Bryce Littleton had a hit on him. Trey Saunders had a hit on him, and then Max Duroth ended up being able to bring him down to the backfield.
Mims, going back to this, receiver outlook, I'm not really sure who they're getting their signals from. Interesting nonetheless. Trips down to the bottom of your screen. So here's Brax Garrison back to pass, and he's pressured by number 94, Andrew Sykes.
Excellent.
Huge sack there for the Rebels.
Excellent pass rush there. Andrew able to break through and bring him down before he even knew what hit him.
Andrew Sykes really stepping up in this game. Has not seen a lot of action in the first 2 games. Playing a great game tonight. I believe that's his 3rd tackle of the night and his 1st sack.
Yeah, he's been in the backfield all night and finally able to bring him down for a big loss here, and it'll be 3rd and very long for the Tuscaloosa County Wildcats.
So, Mims, as you mentioned, 3rd and very, very long. The scoreboard says 22 yards. Definitely a passing down situation for the Wildcats. Look for a pass here to Christian Davis, Brax Garrison's favorite target. Instead, it's going to be a give to Taylor, and Taylor picks up some positive yards, but nowhere near the first down marker. A great stop there on the first possession for the Rebels defense.
Yeah, obvious punt situation here for Tuscaloosa County, and for the Rebels, you're just trying to get in some good field position, set your offense up, and see if they can come away with some points.
So Charlie Hughes is back now to receive. Him and Justin Sullivan continue to switch in that affair. It's a low punt. Going to bounce towards Hughes, but Hughes is going to let it go. A very favorable Wildcats bounce. This one's going to be down at about the 12-yard line. Very nice punt there by number 18, Connor White.
That punt there got probably 20, 25 yards of roll in favor of the Wildcats, and for Vestavia pinning them back pretty deep.
Something that I want to see, the Rebels do a little bit more is try to get some more pressure back there on the punter, especially in a, 4th and very, very long situation where you're not really in trouble of, getting a roughing the punter. It's going to give you a first down. Punter continues to run up to the line. I think Rebels have a chance to get back there and get a hand on that one. So here are the Rebels here. First down, I formation. Taylor Crawford the back. Glenn's going to throw on first down. Ball's immediately batted by number 7, Jay Hartman at the line.
Yeah, Glenn there looked like he had a little bit of trouble getting grip on the football. Hesitated a little bit and threw it, and it got batted down for the incompletion.
Charlie Hughes, the intended receiver there. Ball never quite got to him after a nice play there by Hartman. So Romeo's going to enter the game in place of Cole Turner.
Rebels will try to get something going here on 2nd and 10.
So here's the give to Teo Crawford. Crawford finds a little bit of running room. Nice second effort after the contact. Initial hit. He's going to find his way across the 20, close to that first down marker. It'll be a 3rd and short.
Yeah, Crawford able to make something out of not a whole lot and get close to that first down marker, make it a little bit closer to 3rd and manageable, and here for the Rebels trying to pick up that first down.
So 3rd and 2. Interesting play call here. If you want to look to keep it on the ground or try to get a little bit of a rollout and quick throw here. Also, look for them to be utilizing McKinstry here in a situation like this. So here's the 3rd and short. It's a QB sneak. And Glenn is going to get out across the 25. Good for a Rebels first down.
Glenn able just to tuck it down, follow his line, and pick up that first there. Excellent play for the Rebel offense.
You never really know what you're going to see on that QB sneak. Sometimes you're going to get 2 to 3 yards like that, and sometimes you're going to break one for 40-plus like Braden did last week, seemingly untouched when he just, found a little gap and took it to the barnyard.
1st and 10 now for the Rebels. We're going to get something going here.
So Crawford remains the back there behind McKinstry. Glenn's going to roll to his right. Finds Cole Turner out in the flats. Good pickup and good gain.
There is a flag down coming from close to midfield. We'll see what that's about.
Yeah, interesting call there. Flag all the way back in the secondary. See what the man with the white hat has to say about this one.
I didn't see any penalties jump out to me, but we'll see what he has to say.
A little bit of discussion there between 3 referees. And a defensive holding call there. Interesting call there out in the secondary. So the Rebels are going to take that penalty, get 10 yards as opposed to 9. And it is a fresh set of downs for the Rebels.
Yeah, we saw Braden Glenn have a great pitch and catch there. Was able to roll out, get Cole Turner. And Braden, he definitely seems more comfortable to this game. Off to a little bit of a rocky start the first 2 games, but looking like he's settling in and really filling in that quarterback role.
So twins to the top of your screen. It's Romeo and Turner. Is a give to Crawford. And Crawford make a shifty move there at the line. He's going to find himself about 4 yards on that carry.
Yeah, Crawford, good pick up there. Was able to make a man miss and drag another for an extra yard or 2. For the Rebels, that's all you need. Just positive yards every play and get a drive going. Put some points on the board.
So 2nd and 5 upcoming for the Rebels. It's going to be tight bunch formation out of the eye. Here, Charlie Hughes, the receiver at the top. Close in, Romeo at the same at the bottom. Turn to give to Crawford. Great block there by Drew Olch. And Teo Crawford's got some room. Great downfield blocking by Charlie Hughes. Teo Crawford, a big run inside the 10-yard line. And it'll be a 1st and goal for the Rebels.
Excellent, excellent run there. Had great blocking out in front of him. He had blocks from Hughes, Drew Olch, and the fullback, Alex McKinstry. Teo Crawford able to get a big chunky yards there. And Rebels inside the 10 now, looking to score. Great play, Rebels.
Yeah, Mims, you said it. Fantastic blocking from all parts of the field there. Charlie Hughes, great job downfield. A great block there by Drew Olch. McKinstry leading the way there. All big keys to a big run there from Teo Crawford.
Vestavia here's got Hoke Smith putting on the old 84 jersey, making sure he can stay on the line here. So we see a different formation from him.
So Crawford remains in the game as the back. The give is to him, and he's met quickly at the line. Big hit there.
Big hit there, and not going to gain anything, not going to lose anything. 2nd now. from about the 7-yard line. And Vestavia had the large package in there, extra linemen, trying to get some extra blockers in there. Couldn't quite do anything with it.
So Knox Romeo coming in for number 43, Braden Duke at receiver. Tuscaloosa County making some substitutions as well.
Looks like Brian Agee will be the back here. Brian had a good first half, some powerful runs. We'll see what he has here.
So here's Romeo in motion. And come back out to the sideline. They give this to Agee. He's got the edge, but a nice play there on the near sideline. I believe that was number 1, Isaiah Hughes in there.
Yeah, Agee able to pick up a couple yards there before being swarmed by Tuscaloosa County defenders. It'll be 3rd and 5 here from the 5-yard line. Vestavia trying to punch it in, put some points on the board here in the second half.
It's interesting to see the defensive lineman, number 89, Carter Tyus, subbing in here for the Rebels. Looking like this will be possibly a running down for him. So it looks like they're going to split Tyus out wide as a receiver. Interesting play call here.
Yeah, we've seen some interesting formation, bringing in different players.
Here's the throw to Tyus. Like Hoke Smith was down there as well, but an incomplete pass landed in between the two Rebels, and the field goal unit is on to try to tie this baby up.
Yeah, not a great throw there from Braden Glenn, and results in the incompletion. Vestavia having to settle for the field goal attempt here with McMeans.
So here's McMeans. His field goal attempt last week was blocked right before the half. This one much shorter than it was last week. Snap, good hold. Kick is up. Kick is good. This ball game is tied here at 10, 4.5 remaining in the third quarter. And a good start for the Rebels both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, it all got started with the run game there, and then Taylor Crawford able to break off a huge run, get into the red zone, and not able to punch it in, but able to tie it up, and it's good for the Rebels there.
Rebel fans, your scores previously remains the same. Thompson up 14-7 on Hewitt. Hoover still leads Oak Mountain 28-7. And then back to the NBA. The Nuggets have now gotten a lead now, 38-36 into the first quarter. Nuggets really, coming off a very, hot 3 games as they had the series before, both down 3-1. Downing Kawhi, PG, and the Clippers. Jamal Murray really playing well, along with Nikola Jokic. The Nuggets could really make this series interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they come off, like you said, being down 3-1 the 2 series prior, and see where their energy level's at and where they are as a team.
Yeah, energy a big factor. The Lakers been well rested for about a week now after beating the Rockets 4-1. Back to high school football. McMeans runs up the kick. It's a very high kick. Can be fielded up at the 15 by Hughes. And Hughes looks like he's got some running room. John Edwards finally brings him down, but not before he is very close to the 40-yard line. So some good field position for Tuscaloosa County to begin their drive.
Yeah, a couple missed tackles there by the Rebel special teams, finally being brought down by John Edwards. That'll be a good kick return for the Tuscaloosa County Wildcats, putting them in good field position here.
So this young defense for Vestavia Hills has played very, very well tonight. Trey Saunders, John Edwards both have played very, very well at the linebacker position.
And you got young Mac Snuroff doing good at the defensive line.
Pressure there from Leighton Reese in the backfield. Great pressure by him. Liaka closing in. Incomplete pass. It'll be second down.
Yeah, Leighton Reese able to get back there and just hurry the quarterback a little bit much, make him make a bad pass, and that'll be incomplete.
And talk about a man with tremendous work ethic, Leighton Reese, both tremendous work ethic in the classroom and outside. Leighton always training, getting stronger and stronger. Got a lot stronger over the summer, and Leighton also just named a National Merit semifinalist, so congratulations to Leighton. Big time for him. So Garrison's going to hand the ball to Taylor. Taylor bounces off an initial hit, carrying a couple Rebels with him. Going to get about 5 yards. Joseph Sullivan finally comes in to bring him down in the pile. So 3rd and 6 upcoming for the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's a lot of what we've been seeing all night. Just Taylor dragging one or two Rebels and finally 3 or 4 of them coming in and making the tackle.
So another big third down here for both Tuscaloosa County and the Rebels. A big momentum swing could be in play right here. So here's Garrison rolling to his left, back to pass. Excuse me, that is not Garrison anymore. That is the backup, number 18, Connor White.
Good pressure there by the Rebels defense. Had two of them back there, and good pass coverage as well, resulting in the incompletion, and that'll be 4th down.
Yeah, Leaka almost picked that one off. And now Joseph Sullivan comes back to return the punt. As I mentioned, him and Charlie Hughes switching a lot. Oh, another one's a blocked punt. Michael Lawrence, the blocked punt, a huge play for the Rebels.
MJ, like you said, they brought a lot more pressure that time, didn't let him get up to the line of scrimmage and come away with a block. Huge play for the Rebels there. Set him up in great field position.
That is just what the Rebels needed there. Aside from a 3-and-out, a blocked punt to start them off deep in enemy territory. They'll take over at the Wildcats 32 with a hot offense coming off a fresh 3 points.
Yeah, the Rebels here, offense taking the field and looking to capitalize on this great field position, taking some momentum of the last drive, ending up with a score here, and we'll see what we get out of them.
So here comes Braden Glenn. McKinstry behind him, AG behind McKinstry. Hughes, Turner, the receivers. The give is to McKinstry. Nothing really going initially. Might maybe getting a yard there.
Yeah, McKinstry not really having anywhere to go there and just trying to do what he can.
Play broken up immediately by number 72, Tony Spencer, there on the line. Him and Talondo McCall really been everywhere tonight on the defensive line for the Wildcats. So just over 3 minutes remaining here in this third quarter. The score still not at a 10, and the Rebels threatening here with great field position. So here's Glenn looking to pass. He's got Charlie Hughes complete, and a big gain there on 2nd down. I'm going to set him up with a 3rd and short, brought down there by Isaiah Hughes.
Great throw there by Braden Glenn, hitting Charlie Hughes right in the hands and able to get away with a big pass play there. You know, we've really seen Braden calming down, getting into his comfort zone, and really having a good game tonight.
Yeah, really good game for Glenn tonight. He got the matchup with the Hughes out there. Number 1 v. number 6. It's going to be that again on up at the top of your screen on the near sideline. So 3rd and short. A big decision on the play call for the Rebels. Looks like it might have been a little false start there from AG, but nonetheless, AG's going to get the carry and get the 1st down. Tuscaloosa County coach not happy about that one. Maybe a little bit of a makeup call there for the end of the half field goal.
Yeah, we may have seen a little makeup call there, but nonetheless, AG able to get out and pick up the 1st down and a little extra there. Great run by Brian AG.
So just over 2 minutes remain in this third quarter. So we got twin set here, Romeo and Turner to the bottom of your screen. And looked like some movement up front. I believe that was Drew Olch jumping the gun just a little bit for the Rebels. And the man with the white hat is going to tell us that it is a false start assessed against the Rebels.
Yeah, costly penalty there for the Rebels. Backing them up. Making it 1st and long.
Let's see maybe if the Rebels will get a favorable matchup here. Bottom of your screen, Cole Turner, one of the biggest receivers that the Rebels have. See if they won't go up to a little fade route here to him in the end zone. You know, something that Eli Sawyer, former quarterback last year, really liked to do, especially with receiver Wells Watts, the biggest receiver we had last year.
Yeah, I'm with you, MJ. I like this matchup down at the bottom of your screen here. Cole Turner. Love to see something, sending him to the end zone, see what we can get.
Nothing to lose here really on a 1st down, especially after a false start. Let's see what the Rebels elect to do. Glenn is going to drop back to pass. He's looking Turner's way. It's towards the end zone. Oh, and a great play.
Intercepted. That ball was batted up in the end zone, and Tuscaloosa County came up with the interception.
You know, really not a bad play call there Might just want to get a little bit more air under it. The defensive back was able to make a nice play, Mims, as you mentioned, just tipping it up, giving the other Tuscaloosa County defender a chance to get the ball. That's a big turnover there for the Rebels.
Yeah, great play call there. Just not the best execution there by Glenn. Coming away with the interception. Not what you want to see if you're a Rebel fan, being in that great field position and coming away with nothing.
So here comes the Rebels defense back out. They have played a great ball game tonight. Let's see if they can continue their tremendous effort here. Wildcats starting at their own 26-yard line. Give us it's Damian Taylor. He's got nothing going, and who else but Trey Saunders in there with the initial hit. Josh Cheatham coming in to make a play as well, along with Big 62, Michael Lawrence.
And for Tuscaloosa County, we do have Garrison back in the game. Saw us back up for a little bit, but Garrison's back on the field now.
So a 2nd and 11 now after the lost yardage there on the run. There's a snap, a quick throw out, and there is just no one where he was looking to throw the ball. His receiver behind that one. So a 3rd and long coming up, and the Rebels just the situation they want to be in.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be 3rd and 11 here, and the Rebel defense just trying to hold on to this and get a stop out of it. Put the offense back on the field, let them go to work.
So the Rebels are going here with the dime package, bringing in an extra defensive back in place of a man up front. Trips to the top of your screen. We've seen this formation all night long, yet nothing going deep. And a big pressure there for the Rebels. Great hit there from Bryce Littleton along with Josh Cheatham. Really getting back there in the backfield. Josh Cheatham coming off a tremendous game last week against Oak Mountain, picking up right where he left off.
Yeah, Bryce Littleton able to hit Garrison in the backfield. Garrison looked very upset after that play. Obviously so, as it'll be 4th and 11, and the Tuscaloosa County Wildcats will have to punt.
So Charlie Hughes is now back to receive again. It's a low snap again. Low punt.
Very low punt.
Charlie Hughes is going to signal for them no one to touch the ball. Let's take a little bit of a favorable Wildcats bounce. It will be down at the Rebels 39, but some pretty good field position for the Rebels to work with. 49 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Well, and once again, we saw the Rebel special teams go after that punt again, and obviously it caught the Wildcat punter off guard. He was put off a low punt there, and Vestavia has decent field position at the 39-yard line.
Just another quick update. The Lakers on a run right now. 9-0 run for them, 45-38, 9.5 remaining in the 2nd quarter. We'll get you some high school football updates at the end of the 3rd quarter. So here's the give. It's a reverse. Charlie Hughes got it around the edge. And a nice run there from Charlie Hughes. Hoke Smith doing a good job there, getting in the way of a couple defenders, allowing for Hughes to pick up the 1st down.
Able to get in there and throw his hands up, make sure he's not throwing an illegal block, but still get in the way and make it a little difficult for those defenders. Let Hughes pick up that 1st down.
Interesting play call there. A reverse, something we haven't really seen in the past from the Rebels. Gotta like it, though.
Yeah, I love that play call. Get something going here and get that 1st down.
Next one you're going to see is a fake reverse, and AG's going to take off on the edge and probably going to have 30 yards between him and the next defender. Here's the give to McKinstry. Big hole for McKinstry. He picks up a quick 5 yards. Finally brought down by number 8, Trey Norris.
Yeah, McKinstry's been having a good night so far. A couple of those fullback dives picking up that quick yardage and really just chipping away at the yardage, looking for the 1st down.
So here's a Twins formation, top of your screen. Romeo and Turner. AG, the back behind McKinstry. Another give to McKinstry. He's going to work his way close to the 1st down line. A big hit there. It's like Dawson Ray, number 7, Jay Hartman. Get a little animated there. And that is the end of the 3rd quarter. Score knotted at 10. Rebels driving. And a exciting 4th quarter on the way.
This quarter is brought to you with limited commercial interruption, courtesy of St. Vincent's Health Systems. Personalized care when and where you need it. Vestavia Football is presented by Moe's Original Barbecue, a Southern soul food revival, and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local sense forever. Baumhauer's Victory Grill, you are legendary. St. Vincent's Health System, personalized care when and where you need it. Jimmy John's, Vestavia Hills, freaky fast gourmet sandwiches. D1 Birmingham, Vestavia Hills, train different. Bryant Bank, Andrews Sports Medicine, ATI, Mandalucason, Remax, Yanoski Orthodontics, Farmers Insurance, the STACY O'Shields Agency, Dr. Melanie Petro, and Progress Bank. This quarter is brought to you with limited commercial interruption, courtesy of St. Vincent's Health Systems. Personalized care when and where you need it.
5-7 in the third quarter. Thompson leading Hewitt 28-14, looking to remain number one in the state, as well as keep that top 20 national ranking.
Yeah, Hoover looking like they're running away with it against Oak Mountain, although still the third quarter, but coming out with a commanding lead.
So here are the Rebels. Fresh set of chains here to begin the fourth quarter. They are taking over here from the 37, looking to punch one in the end zone to get a lead. So Hughes in motion now, coming to the bottom of your screen. Give them Agee. Agee's got a hole. Agee's got some room. Green grass in front of it. It's a touchdown, Bryant Agee.
Bryant Agee, phenomenal run there. Got around the edge. Got some great blocks out in front of him, and he went untouched to the end zone for a Rebel touchdown.
Got to love seeing Bryant Agee finding a hole, get some space, because once he's got that, there's about no one in the state that can catch him. That tremendous speed number 5 brings to the Rebels offense.
Excellent play there for the Rebels, taking the lead up now 16-10. McMean's on to attempt the extra point here, make it a 7-point lead.
So here is McMeans here, perfect on the year on PATs. Glenn in to hold. Here's the snap, kick is up, and McMeans remains perfect on the year, 17-10. Rebels lead Tuscaloosa County, and a big drive there for the Rebels offense. Finally maintaining to get a lead in this game, giving their defense a little bit of cushion and a little bit of momentum for the team as a whole.
Yeah, MJ, you said it. Just a great drive for the Rebel offense, able to get it going, and then Bryant Agee able to break away there for a big touchdown run, giving the Rebels that 17-10 lead.
The Rebel Postgame Report, presented by Andrews Sports Medicine. And brought to you with limited commercial interruption, courtesy of Dr. Melanie Petro and personalized care when and where you need it.
For Isaiah Hughes, a nice tackle by John Edwards to stop that.
Yeah, Rebels have struggled a little bit on the covering the kickoff here. Like to see him do a little bit better this time, and we'll see McMeans boot this one away.
So here we go. McMean set to kick it off. It's a good kick here. Going to send him all the way back to the goal line. It's in the end zone for a touchback.
Good kick there by McMeans. Just not even going to let him touch it.
No, back-to-back, really good kickoff specialists the Rebels have had. Wells Watts last year did a tremendous job getting a lot of his kickoffs into the end zone. McMeans doing much of the same this year. So here comes the Tuscaloosa County offense really been kind of stagnant since that first drive, really not been able to do much. Damian Taylor being held in check. Nothing going big for him in the second half. Trying to keep him in check if you're the Rebels the rest of this game. So here is the give to Taylor, and Taylor, once again, nothing going.
Rebel defense just been doing a great job all night and continue to do it, just not giving Tuscaloosa County much.
And John Edwards once again in there on the tackle. Number 66, Blake Jeffers, in there with a little bit of an assist. John Edwards, Trey Saunders really been everywhere for the Rebels tonight.
Yeah, that's two juniors that have come in and really made an impact this year starting for the Rebel defense.
A quick throw out to the receiver. That is his favorite target, Christian Davis, once again. His first reception of the second half. Davis going to work his way across the 25, close to that first down marker, but it is a 3rd and short and a big play coming up here for both teams.
Yeah, Tyler Moore there had Davis wrapped up, but couldn't get him all the way down in the backfield. He was able to get off and get a couple yards there for the Wildcats.
So here we go, 11-13 remaining in the ball game. Garrison sending a man in motion. He's looking to throw downfield. Pass is complete.
That'll be a first down there for the Wildcats. Great throw by Garrison, getting his receiver in stride, and Wildcat first down.
And looking to get his receiver, number 12 there, Gavin Gardner, involved. This is his second catch of the night. Nothing crazy for him tonight. Christian Davis been the main guy. We'll look to see some more downfield passes as we get more deeper into crunch time. A high snap here, give it to Taylor. Damian Taylor muscling his way for a couple yards, bouncing off some defenders. Good for about 5 yards or so on that carry.
Taylor there doing a good job getting yards after contact. Again, the Rebel defense hitting him behind the line, but I'm still getting out and getting positive yardage.
Two sophomores now entering the game for the Rebels. It's going to be Jack Lamy and Houston Owen replacing Leighton Reese and John Edwards at the linebacker position. Here's Garrison. Crow to Christian Davis. Davis bounces off that tackle. And Davis is going to find his way across midfield as a first down for the Wildcats. And the Wildcats looking to pick up a little bit of momentum here. A couple good pass plays, picking up some big yards.
Yeah, Tyler Moore there, another missed opportunity on the tackle. Had him wrapped up, couldn't bring him down, and Wildcats will get another first down there.
Leighton Reese is going to check back into the ball game. Subbing out Jack Lamy. So a 5-wide empty set here for Brax Garrison and the Wildcats. This will be a quick pass out and a great play there by Bryce Littleton. Fantastic effort there, reading Garrison, coming in for the deflection.
Great job by Bryce Littleton there, able to get up, get both hands up there, and smack down that pass.
And Littleton wanted to pick that one up and take it to the end zone.
Yeah, a little late whistle there, a little confusion on whether it was incomplete or fumble, but they will rule it incomplete.
Yeah, smart instincts there. You know, you see the ball on the floor, especially in a pass that looks kind of lateral. Go ahead and pick it up and take off because you never know what the verdict is going to be. So here's a 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. Under 10 minutes to go here. Pass complete, a little screen. Number 27, Joseph Freeman. Been really nothing going there for him. Correction, number 22, Hakeem Brown, the senior running back.
Yeah, he was gobbled up just about as soon as he caught that pass, and Wildcats able to pick up one there, but still be 3rd and 9 here for the Rebel defense trying to make a stop.
So here it is, another 3rd and long and a much-needed conversion for the Wildcats and a much-needed stop for the Rebels.
Big play here.
And a great play there in the secondary by Houston Owen, the sophomore.
Yeah, it was a great play there. Houston Owen able to dive out, get a hand on the ball, break up the pass, and Tuscaloosa County will be forced to punt here with just over 9 minutes left in the ball game.
You know, interesting there. Connor White, the quarterback, who has number 18 been kind of off and on, was back in there
for the Wildcats, throwing the football a little bit on that possession. Tough to tell up here who is number 10, who's number 18.
Yeah, it is interesting to see them use both of them off and on.
Here's Joseph Sullivan, fields the punt, makes 2 miss. Joseph Sullivan's got some room and a nice return out across the 25.
Joseph Sullivan there, great return, breaking at least 2 tackles there and getting it out to at least the 25, 26-yard line for the Rebels.
Yeah, really low punt and aggressive return there, but it turned out to work out in a favorable way for him. Teo Crawford is going to be the back in there in the huddle for the Rebels.
Looks like it may have been a false start. Rebels signaling. Or the umpire, referee, excuse me, signaling. Vestavia will decline it, and Braden Glenn comes out to lead the Rebel offense.
Yeah, nice to see them letting them decline that penalty. A lot of times you'll see referees, even if the play pans out, it is supposed to be a dead ball penalty to stop the play, but nice to see them that even though it played out, they're going to let them decline that penalty. The false start there. So here come the Rebels. Teo Crawford is the back, fresh off a huge run last possession to set up that good field possession.
Bit of confusion here between the referees and the chain crew. They'll start Vestavia up near the 32-yard line.
I'm not really sure what's going on here.
Got 4 officials there around the ball having a conversation. They're trying to figure it out. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, they're going to bring the marker up to the 32.
That's where the Rebel offense will get started here on this drive. Just under 9 minutes left to go in the ball game.
So here it is, classic I formation for the Rebels. Comes Hughes in motion towards the bottom of your screen. A play action there. Screen pass to Turner, nothing going. Met immediately there by Isaiah Hughes. He's played a nice game tonight out there at cornerback for the Wildcats.
Yeah, he saw the screen pass coming and was able to wrap up Turner right when he caught it. Good play by the Wildcat defense there.
So Knox Romeo going to sub out Cole Turner and run the play in. Here we go. Crawford remains the back behind McKinstry. It's a give to Crawford. A good block by McKinstry there, letting Teo Crawford get 10 yards and a first down.
Yeah, excellent block there by Alex McKinstry, opening it up for Teo Crawford, and he's able to run for a first down.
So 8 minutes remaining left in this ball game, and a touchdown here for the Rebels would be huge and give them a lot of leeway and a lot of comfort heading into the rest of the game.
Yeah, if you're Vestavia here, you're just looking to put points on the board, extend the lead here late in the ball game, and
yeah, Mims, as you said, anything getting you up 2 possessions here, a field goal will do just that. Here's Glenn making an audible at the line. Another toss sweep to Teo Crawford, and he's met quickly there.
Wildcats are ready for it. Number 30, Austin Pate, able to get in for the stop.
And a nice tackle there for him. Drops the Rebels for a loss of 3. 2nd and 13 up and coming.
Yeah,
Clock continues to tick.
If you're Vestavia here, you got to get something, at least make it 3rd and reasonable.
So here we got a Twins formation. Hughes and Turner at the bottom of your screen. Glenn's going to look to pass. Strike complete to Hughes. A nice pass there from Braden Glenn.
Great pass there, Braden Glenn. He rolled out a little bit, and he had Hughes wide open. Hit him for the first down right about the 46-yard line.
Yeah, Mims, you said a lot tonight. Braden looking a lot more comfortable tonight than he has the past 2 games, and it really showing there with his stats especially. He's 5'9", 38 yards. The yards don't tell all of it. He's played a great ball game, really commanding his offense out there. And as you said, Mims, the most important thing, he just looks calm and comfortable back there.
Yeah, it's taken him a couple games, but he's finally settling into that leading QB1 spot, and he's looking good out there tonight.
Here's the give to Crawford. Another good block from McKinstry, allowing Crawford to get up close towards the first down. Finally brought down by number 20 to Xavier Glass.
Tell you, we've been seeing that all night. McKinstry leading the way. He's had a couple tremendous blocks, giving Crawford and Agee room to run there. Teo able to get it to second and short. That clock's still ticking down.
Yeah, McKinstry really making a name for himself. Obviously, Landon Neese, the absence of him is a big loss, but McKinstry, really making it feel like there's not much of a loss there. He's really vouching for some more time in that fullback spot.
Yeah, McKinstry coming out for his senior year, and he's had a couple good games so far.
Another good block by him. Teo Crawford's finding a hole. Teo breaks free and finally tripped up, but not before he gets into the red zone. Brought down by Jay Hartman.
Great run there by Teo Crawford. He broke away for a second, finally just barely tripped up by the Tuscaloosa County Wildcats. And, man, that was a close one to break away for a touchdown.
And Teo Crawford really playing well tonight. He's got 111 yards on 14 rushes. That big 51-yard run really propelled him. And the stat line, he's going to come out and get a breather. It's Brian Agee back in for the Rebels, who's also played a great game tonight. Give us to McKinstry. Deserves a carry after those couple great blocks. He's going to get out close to the 15-yard line. Strong run there for him, picking up about 3 or 4 yards.
It's been a great night rushing for the Vestavia Rebels. Teo Crawford having a great game. Brian Agee, he's got 89 yards, and Alex McKinstry now with 26 yards.
So the clock continues to tick. 5 minutes remain in this one. Rebels up 17-10, and a score here might effectively end this one.
Yeah, that clock's still ticking down, just under 5 minutes. Thing to keep in mind.
Agee to give, nothing going. Brought down quickly by Talondo McCaw. He's had a good night there, picking up about his 5th or 6th tackle.
Yeah, Agee just didn't have anywhere to go. McCaw was able to get in the backfield and just wrap him up.
Yeah, McCaw, that is his 5th tackle on the night. So 4.5 now in this game. The Rebels still looking to milk the clock, but a 3rd and 8 facing them right now. And you really, if you're the Rebels here, you want to run something to the middle of the field to make sure you have a good field goal opportunity for McMeans set up if you do not get the first.
Yeah, it looks like Vestavia may just run this clock all the way out. Calls a timeout just with 1 second left. Get something together on this 3rd and long here.
This quarter is brought to you with limited commercial interruption, courtesy of St. Vincent's Health Systems. Personalized care when and where you need it.
The 14 lead, you can see why.
Update you with Spain Park and Gadsden City. End of the 3rd quarter. Last update we have, Gadsden City, 17-7 lead. And Spain Park started off this year pretty hot behind junior quarterback Bennett Meredith, playing very well right now. Gadsden City, not one of the stronger teams in the region, but really, making a splash right now, holding a 10-point lead on a good Spain Park team.
Yeah, that could be a potential upset there. Spain Park goes on to lose it.
So here we go, a big 3rd and 8 for the Rebels. Teo Crawford is back as the running back for the Rebels. Here is that run to the middle of the field. And a good block from McKinstry. Hope Smith out there on the edge, picking up another one. It's not going to be enough for the first down. He's going to remain in bounds. The clock will continue to tick. And an interesting decision here if you're the Rebels. It looks like they're going to send the field goal unit onto the field to try to make this a 2-possession game.
Yeah, you send the field goal on here. If the field goal is good, you go up 2 possessions, 10 points. With that clock ticking down right around 3:30 now. Put some trust in your defense. They've been playing great all night.
So here's a big kick for McMeans. He's 1 of 1 on the night. Looks like it's going to be a timeout Wildcats.
Maybe trying to ice McMeans there a little bit.
Just to update you a little bit before the half, 3 minutes remain. The Lakers lead the Nuggets 63-49. LeBron and AD looking to carry the Lakers to a Game 1 win.
This quarter is brought to you with limited commercial interruption, courtesy of St. Vincent's Health Systems. Personalized care when and where you need it. Vestavia football is presented by Moe's Original Barbecue, a Southern soul food. Vestavia football is presented by Moe's Original Barbecue, a Southern soul food revival, and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local sense forever. Baumhauer's Victory Grill, you are legendary. St. Vincent's Health System, personalized care when and where you need it. Jimmy John's.
A big Game 3 win behind Jason Tatum. So here's McMeans on for the field goal. It's a good snap, good hold. And he misses it wide left, so Tuscaloosa County catches a break there. Just over 3 minutes to go, and this Rebel defense is going to need to come in and make a big stop to give the ball back to their offense with little time remaining.
And that's big for the Rebels, trying to go up 2 possessions. Fortunately, McMeans missed it wide left, and now you got to put some trust in your defense, only up 7.
Yeah, some solid pressure there off the right edge for Tuscaloosa County, forcing McMeans probably to panic a little bit, try to rush his kick. So that kick was no good. So here we go. Look to see a lot of throwing here from Brax Garrison. Hasn't been throwing it much deep tonight, but I think in this situation you're going to have to start doing it, especially down 1 timeout. So they're going to give the ball to Damian Taylor. Taylor breaks free of a tackle, got the edge. He's going to be brought down close to the first down marker.
It'll be tackled inbounds, so that clock will continue to tick down. Just getting under 3 minutes.
I believe the tackle there was by number 25, Tyler Moore. So yeah, just under 3 to go.
Like you said, MJ, you'd expect to see them throw it a bit more with the clock ticking and having almost 70 yards to go for a touchdown.
High snap. Garrison fields it and is going to give it to Taylor, and Taylor's going to get across the 30-yard line and good for a first down. Some urgency being shown here by Tuscaloosa County, looking to go with a true no huddle.
Yeah, that clock will stop temporarily for the chains to get set, but it'll pick right back up now.
So here's Garrison looking to throw to the middle of the field. Christian Davis a little bit behind him. Joseph Sullivan, John Edwards in there on the coverage. So a second down upcoming for the Wildcats.
A good coverage there by the Rebels, and Garrison just a little bit off his mark, incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock at 2:23 now. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats.
Crucial couple plays coming up for the Wildcats. They need to make something happen if they want to have any life in this game. Garrison's going to get pressured, and he's going to get sacked. The sack there. Big number 45, Leighton Reese, alluded to him earlier about his hard work really paying off there. A huge sack for the Rebels, forcing the Wildcats to call a timeout, and it'll be a 3rd and a mile upcoming.
Leighton Reese there with just a true bull rush, just got back there, pinned his ears back, and was able to come down with the sack. Great play by, like you said, a real true student athlete. He's worked hard this season.
Exciting to see him get in there and make a big tackle. Been a real solid hybrid linebacker for the Rebels all season. He's got the speed and the quickness to cover the receivers, but also has the strength and speed to get inside to make those tackles, as you just saw right there.
Yeah, great weapon here for the Rebel defense. Tuscaloosa County now will have a long 3rd down with 2 minutes, 11 seconds left. You have to think if it's 4-down territory here and they turn it over, looks like the Rebels may come up with it. We'll see.
Yeah, so a huge play coming up here, and obviously this is 4-down territory, so it's going to take 2 stops for the Rebels to effectively end this one. Especially with only 1 timeout remaining. Tuscaloosa County, the only way they can get that ball back is through a fumble. So definitely going to have to see some aired out passes here. Going to real test Brax Garrison here. Has not gone deep once tonight. Here is a deep pass over the middle. Christian Davis, but it's broken up by Tyler Moore. Great play by the senior cornerback.
Tyler Moore, excellent job there. Hit him right when he touched the ball. That'll fall incomplete. Make it 4th and, 20-some odd yards. Great play by Tyler Moore.
Yeah, real textbook hit there. Mims, as you said, hitting it right as he receives the ball, getting his arm in there to poke that thing free. Great closeout there. So here is your ball game, folks. A stop here should effectively end it and give the Rebels their first win of the season.
Just got to stop them from getting to the 42-yard line here.
So here it is. Garrison feels pressure, and he's sacked.
Excellent job there by the defensive line. 2 of them getting back there, coming down for a sack. And that should all but do it here for the Rebels. Minute 57 left, taking over inside the 20-yard line.
You can tell how excited here this fan base is. This Rebel sideline definitely can smell that first victory.
Yeah, the student section erupting there after that big sack, and here come the Rebels onto the field. The offense coming to take over, looking to put this game away here.
So Walker Creel runs into the game. Definitely in for the heavy package. It's going to be a heavy run here. Hastings Sykes, the other tight end. Give us to Teo Crawford. Crawford's going to keep this one on the ground. Secures the football. It's brought down by a host of Wildcats. And the Wildcats are going to burn their final timeout, trying to have every effort to get this ball back one last time.
Yeah, with a minute 50 now, and Wildcats have nothing left to stop the clock. If you're the Rebels, just keep it in bounds. Let that clock continue to tick down.
So no major score updates for you in high school football. Hoover still leads 42-7. Thompson 35-14 over Hewitt-Trussville. 38 seconds remain in the second quarter. Over in Orlando, Lakers up 9, 67-58. Trying to go in to the locker room with an advantage on the scoreboard.
Yeah, the Nuggets there just trying to get what they can, take some positives into the locker room.
Now the Nuggets actually became the first team to overcome 2 3-1 series deficits, doing it in the first 2 rounds. So we know they are capable of comebacks in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, they've been on a good run down there in the Orlando bubble. We'll see how they fare in this series. Rebel offense now making their way onto the field, breaking the huddle here.
QB sneak from Glenn. It's a quick snap, and Glenn getting some big yardage there. O-line looking to push him forward. He's up there close to the first down marker. Don't think he got it enough to get it, but it's going to be a 3rd and short.
Excellent job there by Braden Glenn, following his center, number 58, Hill Stokes, just getting a good push, and Braden able to follow him up there for, 7 yards. Great play with the Rebel offense.
Yeah, Hill doing a great job there at center. Started last year as a sophomore, had a little bit of a rocky start there, a little bit of miscommunications from him and Eli Sawyer, but this year just outstanding so far. Really doing a great job with the snaps. And of course, like you just said there, the big blocks.
Yeah, having that season under his belt definitely looks a lot more comfortable, and we're seeing a lot less mistakes from him.
And there's a quick run there. First down, looks like he got it.
Another quarterback sneaker there. Braden Glenn doing an excellent job holding on to it.
And that first down, folks, is going to effectively end this one. No way to stop the clock if you're Tuscaloosa County. All that needs to happen here is another run and another knee. And this one.
Bulls come out in the victory formation. Run out the rest of these 58 seconds left.
Interesting timeout call by the Rebels. Not sure what's behind that one.
There's been a little miscommunication there coming out of the huddle.
54 seconds remain. Rebels have the 7-point lead over T County. And students are beginning to head for the exits, walking away with smiles on their face, knowing that the Rebels have taken the first win of this year.
Great to see Coach Anderson getting his first win in his last season here at Vestavia. You know, he's been here for a while, been very successful, winning as coach in Alabama State history, and great to see him get the win.
And the Rebels should head into next week, a bye week, off a fresh win and get a nice 2 weeks to prepare for Big Thompson, the number 1 team in the state, as long as they can hang on to their 21-point lead against Hewitt-Trussville. The Rebels will travel to essentially a college stadium over in Alabaster.
Yeah, they spent a lot of money to get a nice stadium out there.
It's quite fancy over there. Got to say, I'm looking forward to that press box.
A little different than Thompson Reynolds.
So Glenn in the victory formation. He's going to take a knee, and it's going to be one more snap, and then this game will be over. So exciting stuff for the Rebels as they look to capitalize on a tremendous offensive and defense performance with one more play and one more kneel.
You know, for the Rebels here, a lot of positives to take away with this win. Great play on both sides of the ball, defense and offense. Really good game all around.
Just under 30 seconds remaining. One more snap, and it is your ball game. It's a clean snap, clean field. And the Rebels will take this game 17-10, moving their record to 1-2 on the year with 2 weeks to prepare for big number 1 Thompson.
You see lots of celebrations from the fans, the players, the coaches. Great game by the Rebels. We'll see no.
And as your clock hits 0 here, your final score: Vestavia Hills 17, Tuscaloosa County 10. A tremendous performance for the offense of the Rebels tonight, something that we've been waiting to see all year. Teo Crawford leading the way, 16 carries, 112 yards, paired with Brian Agee's 12 carries, 88 yards. He found the end zone twice. And stats do not tell the story of Braden Glenn's night. You know, Mims, as you mentioned, a little bit of a rocky start to begin the year with the first 2 games against Hoover and Oak Mountain. 5-9 tonight, 38 yards, but he just looked so calm and comfortable and really looked like a leader out there commanding his troops.
Yeah, you said it. That 5 for 9 really just does not do him justice. He had a great game out there tonight. Had a couple good rushes at the end, too. Really an all-around great night for the Rebels.
Yeah, the defense did a great job holding Troy commit Damian Taylor in check. Nothing really big for him tonight, just 78 yards and 1 touchdown. So a great night for the Rebels, both offensively and defensively. Rebel fans, we have a little bit of a hiatus going into next week. The Rebels will get a nice bye week to rest and prepare, as I mentioned, for big number 1 in the state, Thompson, the defending state champs. That game will be October 2nd at 7 p.m. from Alabaster at Thompson High School. So I am MJ Newsom alongside my partner, Mims Jones. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and go Rebels.
The Rebel Postgame Report, presented by Andrew Sports Medicine, and brought to you in part by ATI, Progress Bank, Dr. Melanie Petro, and Jimmy John's. Vestavia Football is presented by Moe's Original Barbecue, a Southern soul food revival, and brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly, local sense forever. Baumhauer's Victory Grill, you are legendary. St. Vincent's Health System, personalized care when and where you need it. Jimmy John's, Vestavia Hills, freaky fast gourmet sandwiches. D1 Birmingham, Vestavia Hills, train different. Bryant Bank, Andrew Sports Medicine, ATI, Mandalucason, Remax, Yanoski Orthodontics, Farmers Insurance, the STACY O'Shields Agency, Dr. Melanie Petro, and Progress Bank.